geometric progressions. Right? Geometric progressions. Here what it says, when we consider two consecutive terms in a series and divide the term on the right by the term on the left. Term on the right by term on the left. It means 4 divided by 2, 8 divided by 4, 16 divided by 8. Here, this term divided by this one divided by this one, likewise. Then if the result is the same for any consecutive pair, the series is called a geometric progression. So here what we call this, the common constant result obtained by division is known as what? Common ratio. Arithmetic progressions වල මොකද්ද කරේ? මෙයාගෙන් මෙයා අඩු කරා. මෙයාගෙන් මෙයා අඩු කරා. අඩු කරලා බැලුවා අපිට හැමතැනම එන්නේ එකම උත්තරේද කියලා. එකම උත්තරේ නම් we have identified that as our what? Common difference. In geometric progression, what we do? We divide, right? We divide the term on the right by the term on the left. හැමතිස්සෙම එක ළඟ දෙන්නෙක් ගත්තොත් term on the right need to be divided by term on the left. 4 need to be divided by 2, then the answer is what? 2. 8 need to be divided by 4, then the answer is what? 2. එහෙනම් එහෙම divide කරලා අපිට එන answer එක සමාන නම් that is what we called a common ratio. Therefore, in an arithmetic progression, what we have? In arithmetic progression, we should have a common difference, but in geometric progression, we should have what? A common ratio. Common ratio. Common ratio we denoted by using the letter R. Common ratio is denoted by the letter simple R. Common difference by using simple D. Okay. And these are the two formulas that you need to keep in mind with respect to geometric progressions. Right? If we need to find the nth term of a geometric progression, it should be what? A into r to the power A into r to the power n minus 1. A into r to the power n minus 1. What is a here? A is the value of the first term. කලින්ක වගේමයි. පළවෙනි term එකේ value එක. If it is example A, that is 2. Here it is 16 over 9. Value of the first term. Right. And what is this R? R means the common ratio. Term on the right divided by the term on the left. Right? Common ratio. Okay, so this is the formula we are using in a geometric progression to find the value of the nth term. term geometric progression this is the formula we need to use. Kn equals A into r to the power n minus 1. And in order to find the summation of first n terms of a geometric progression, we need to use this particular formula. A into, right, 1 minus r to the power n over 1 minus r. So these are the two formulas that you should keep in mind when solving geometric progression related sums. Okay. Right. Example number 29, 30 and 31. Example 29. The first term of a geometric progression is 5. First term of a geometric progression is 5. It means the value of A equals 5. And the common ratio is 3. That means what? The R value is 3. Find the first 3 terms and the nth term of this geometric progression. we need to find the first three terms. What is the first term? That is 5. First term is 5. Then if the common ratio is 3, what should be the next term? The second term value should be what? What should be the value of the second term? Here then no. මෙන්න මෙතන ලියන term එක මෙයාගෙන් මෙතුවට පස්සේ කීයක් එන්න ඕනද? 3ක් එන්න ඕනේ. එහෙනම් මෙයාව ගන්න පුළුවන් කොහමද? This 1 into 3, that is 15. Yes, that is 15. Then the third term should be what? Third term should be what? 15 into 3, that is 45. So these are the first 3 terms in this geometric progression. Likewise, how can we find the nth term? A into r to the power n minus 1. A into r to the power n minus 1. So how it should be? Tn equals the value of a is 5 and the value of r, a into the value of r is what? 3 to the power n minus 1. So this should be the answer. Right, that is example number 29. Example number 30. With the time I will do this, right? Find the 8th and 12th term of the geometric progressions. They have given us 2 geometric progressions. Let's take the first one. We need to find T8, 8th term. How? A to the power, a into r to the power n minus 1. What is the value of a here? Tn equals 8 into r to the power n minus 1. This is how we find the nth term in a geometric progression, right? How we find nth term in a geometric progression, right? Okay, here, what is the value of a in part 1? First term value is 1. 1 into, what is the common ratio? What is the value of r here? What is the value of r? 2 over 1, that is 2. 4 over 2, that is 2. Therefore, the value of r is 2. 2 to the power what? N minus 1. 8 minus 1, that is 7. So what should be the value there? 2 to the power 7. 2 to the power 7. That is 128. 128. The value of the 12th term, value of the 12th term in the same progression, what? The value of a is 1. So it should be 2 to the power n minus 1. 12 minus 1, that is 11. So 2 to the power 11, that is what? 2 to the power 11. If you are not aware, please let me know, right? 2 to the power 11, that is 2048. 2048. Yes. Part 2. We need to find the 8th term value. So what is the value of a here? Value of the first term, that is 1024 into r to the power n minus 1. What is the value of r here? What is the value of r? What is the common ratio in part 2? What? Is it 2? Is it minus 2? කොහොමද common ratio එක ගන්නෙ? එක ළඟ දෙන්නෙක් ගත්තොතින් අපි මොකද කරන්නේ? පස්සේ ඉන්න එක්කෙනා බෙදනවා කලින් ඉන්න එක්කෙනාගෙන්. That means here 512 over 1024. What is the answer? That is 0.5. If we take these two, 256 over 512, again the answer is 0.5. So we have a common ratio of 0.5. R value is 0.5. Yes, 0.5. Rina dekak kenne kohomada? I can't imagine that, right? How have you got this -2? So it should be 0.5. Okay, it should be 0.5. පස්සේ තියෙන එක ළඟ දෙන්නෙක් ගත්තොතින් පස්සේ තියෙන value එකෙන් කලින් තියෙන එක බෙදන්න. 512 over 1024. මෙන්න දෙන්න ගත්තොතින් 256 over 512. මෙතනත් එහෙමනේ කරේ. 8 over 4 2. 4 over 2 2. 2 over 1 2. That is how we have taken this one, like that. So to the power n minus 1 means 7. So what should be the value here? 1024 into 0.5 to the power 7. That is 8. That is 8. So the 8th term value should be 8. Like that, we find the 12th term value. It should be what? 1024 into 0.5 to the power what? N minus 1. 12 minus 1, that is 11. So what should be the answer there? What is the value? What should be the value there? Yes, 0.5. 0.5. Okay. That is, so these should be the answers for example number 30, part 1 and part 2. Example 31. Example 31, what it says. A person saves every month 10% more than the amount he saved in the previous month. A person saves every month 10% more than the amount he saved in the previous month. Again, මේ මාසේ 100ක් ඉතුරු කරා නම් ඊළඟ මාසේ කීයක් ඉතුරු කරනවද? 10% more than that, 110. එතකොට ඊළඟ මාසෙදී ඒකටත් තව 110ක් එකතු කරලා තමයි save කරන්නේ. Right? A person saves every month 10% more than the amount he saved in the previous month. 10% more than. 10% more. His savings in the first month was 800 rupees. පළවෙනි මාසේ 800ක් save කරලා තියෙනවා. First one, we need to find the amount he saves in the 7th month. 7වෙනි මාසේ මෙයා කීයක් save කරලා ඇද්ද? Right. So how the progression here, how the progression should be? How the progression should be? In the first month, he saves 800 rupees. In the second month, how much he should save? පළවෙනි මාසේ 800ක් save කරනවනේ. දෙවෙනි මාසේ කීයක් save කරනව ඇද්ද? What is the amount? What is the amount? Yes, 880. 10ක් වැඩිපුර 10% more than that. So 10% of this means 80. So 800 plus that 80, that is 880. Or we can say 800 into 1.1. 10% increase. 100 තිබ්බක 110 වෙනවා. 1.1. 800 into 1.1. 880. In the third month, what? 968. 968. Yes, 968, not 960, right? It should be 968. In the fourth month, what is the amount he saves? හතරවෙනි මාසේ ඔය විදිහට කියොතින් කීයක් ඉතුරු කරයි? In the fourth month, in the month number 4, what is the amount that he is going to save? Is it what? Yes, 968 plus 96.8, that should be what then? 1064.8. 1064.8. Yes, 1064.8. වෙනම 10% බලලා යාළුවෙක් කරනට වඩා කොහොම ලේසියද? මෙයාගෙන් 1.1 බලන්න. 800 into 1.1, 808. 880 into 1.1, 968. 968 into 1.1, 1064.8. Right. Okay. What we need to find? We need to find the amount he saves in the 7th month. It means we need to find T7. That is what? A into R to the power n minus 1. What is the value of R here? What is the value of R? R to the power n minus 1 means 6. What is the value of R? What is the value of R? What is the value of R? What is the common ratio? 0.2, no? 2 to the power 11 කැල්ලකේ ගන්න විදිය. 2 to the power 11. මෙයාම කැල්ලකේ ගන්න. First we need to press the value 2. Press the number 2. Then power value, there is a button like this. කාක්කෙක් වගේ button එකක් තියෙනව නේද? It is below the right, it is below the down arrow key. යට ඊතලේ ගාව බලන්න කාක්කෙක් වගේ button එකක් තියෙනවා. Right? So you need to press that. It means you are searching for the power value. Then you need to give the power value and then equals. Okay. Here in example 31, what is the common ratio? Yes, that is 1.1. See, 880 over 800. පස්සේ එක ළඟ දෙන්නෙක් ගත්තොත් මොකද හැමතිස්සෙම කරන්නේ? දකුණේ ඉන්න කෙනාගෙන් වමේ ඉන්න එක්කෙනා බෙදන්න ඕන. පස්සේ ඉන්න කෙනාගෙන් කලින් එක්කෙනා බෙදන්න ඕන. 880 over 800, that is 1.1. මේ දෙන්න ගත්තොත් 968 over 880, again it should be equals to 1.1. Therefore, the R value or the common ratio should be 1.1. Therefore, here, what should be the amount he saves in the 7th month? 800 into 1.1 to the power 6. That is 1417.2, let's say 25 in rupees. Yes. 1417.25. That is the amount he saves in the 7th month. හත්වෙනි මාසේ ඔන්න ඔච්චර ගාණක් ගියා. ඔය විදිහට ගියොතින් ඉතුරු කරાવી. Right. So this is not the common ratio, right? So you can't take it from here. Here, you can't take it from here. That is wrong. Always look for the progression. Progression එක දිහා බලලා decide කරන්න what should be the common ratio. Don't decide based on these values. Right? Okay. And then the part 2 is what? Find the total amount he saves during the first 12 months. Total amount he saves during the first 12 months. Right? total amount he saves during the first 12 months. Will you able to see if I write it here? I will take this. We are in example 31, part 2. Our progression goes like this. And we know these values. The value of A is 800 and the common ratio is 1.1. So what we need to find? Find the total amount he saves during the first 12 months. ඔය විදියට ගියොතින් පළවෙනි මාස 12 මෙයා කීයක් save කරගන්න total savings කීයක් වෙයිද? We need to find his total savings in the first 12 months. How to find? How to find the sum of a geometric progression? How to find the sum of first n terms in a geometric progression? What is the formula we are using? A into 1 minus r to the power n over 1 minus r. Geometric arithmetic progressions වල අමාරුම දේ මේක. Formula එක මත තියාගන්න පුළුවන් නම් the other things will be simple, right? A into 1 minus r to the power n over 1 minus r. Have I written it correctly? මම මේ ලියපු formula එක හරිද? මම මේ ලියපු formula එක හරිද? Rashida, is it correct? Have I written the correct formula to find the sum of n terms? Have I? Rashida? Yes or no? I'm making A into 1 minus r to the power n over 1 minus r. Right. Here, the value we need to find this. Okay, right. We need to find the sum of first 12 months, right? First 12 months. So the value of A should be what? 800 into 1 minus what is the value of r? That is 1.1 to the power what? To the power n, that is 12 over 1 minus 1.1. So simplify and tell me the answer. What should be the value here? What should be the value? $17,107.427. Is it? Have others got the same answer? Yes, no? 17,107.2. 17,107.2. 7.427. $7.42 rupees. 1 minus 1.1 to the power 12, that 1 into 800 divided by 1 minus 1.1. Yes, 17,107.427, right? 42 or 43 rupees. So it's almost 17,100 rupees, right? Okay. So in terms of progressions, how many formulas you need to keep in mind? 5 formulas. Arithmetic progressions were nth term formula and what else? Right, to find the sum of n terms, sum of first n terms, there were 2 formulas. In geometric progression, how to find the nth term and how to find the sum of first n terms, first n number of terms. Right, altogether 5 terms you need to keep in mind in terms of progressions. Okay. Right. So there is this example as well. Shall we quickly finish this? Then it is done, right? So we'll quickly do example number 32. Income from a mine decreases every year by 12%. Decreases. Income decreases every year by 12%. හැම අවුරුද්දෙම income එක 112 ගානේ මොකක් වෙනවද? අඩු වෙනවා. Of the income it earned in the previous year. කලින් අවුරුද්ද වටා හැම අවුරුද්දෙම 112 ගානේ අඩු වෙවි යනවා. The income in the first year was 720 million. Income in the first year was 720 million. If it is so, what was the income in the second year? පළවෙනි අවුරුද්දේ income එක 72 million. What is the income in the, what will be the income in the second year? What should be the income in the second year? What they say? Income decreases every year by 12%. If so, what should be the income in the second year? දෙවැනි අවුරුද්දේ income එක කීයක් වෙනවද? What? In year 1, the income was 720 million. And they say the income decreases every year by 12%. What it should be? Yes, that is 633.6. 633.6. 112 ගානේ අඩු වෙනවා. කියන්නේ මේකෙන් 112 කියලා කියන්නේ කීයද? 720 into 12% means 86.4. එතකොට ඊළඟ අවුරුද්දේ මීට වඩා 86.4 අඩුවෙන් තමයි එන්නේ. What about the third year? What about the third year? Again 12% less than the previous year. 12% less than the previous year. Then it should be what? 557.568, and it should goes like that. හැම අවුරුද්දෙම කලින් අවුරුද්දට වඩා it decreases by 12% compared to the previous year. Each year the income decreases by 12%. Okay. What we need to find? The income in the 8th year. So this is a geometric progression. Tell me the value of A and value of R here. Value of A, mama kiyanna. 720 ඔයාලා කියන value of R. What should be the value of R here? What is the common ratio here? What is the common ratio here? That is, yes, that is 0.88. 0.88. 0.88. If you divide this number 633.6 by 720, you should get 0.88. The percentage වලින් දෙති ලේසි ගන්න මේක. ඇයි? decreases every year by 12%. So CN 12 කටුනා කියලා කියන්නේ it is 88. So 0.88, 0.88. Here in the previous example, increase by 10%. Increase by 10%. You're going to see it එකක් 110ක් වෙනවා 1.1. Right? So once you practice, you will easily find these values. So in part 1, what we need to find? We need to find the income in the 8th year. Income in the 8th year. It means we need to find T8 value. Part 1. How to find A into R to the power n minus 1. The value of A is 720 into R to the power, R value is 0.88 to the power what? N minus 1, that is 7. So what should be the value here? What should be the value here? 720 into 0.88 to the power 7. 294.24. 294.24. Yes. 294.246. The income in the 8th year. This much of what? Millions. Right? This much of millions should be their income. Part 2. The total income during the first 8 years. Sum of first 8 terms. That is what we need to find. Sum of first 8 terms. Total income during the first 8 years. So what should be? A into 1 minus R to the power n over 1 minus R. Value of A, that is 720 into 1 minus 0.88 to the power n, that is 8, over 1 minus 0.88. So what it should be? කැල්ලකේ ගහලා answer එක ගන්න, right? Otherwise you will struggle in the exam. Figures apply කරන්න දන්නවා අන්තිම final answer එක ගන්න තේරෙන්නේ නැති වෙන්න පුළුවන් if you have not practiced it with your calculator. And so always make these numbers familiar to your fingertips. Level to හුරු කරගන්න අංක. Okay, into 720 over this. What is the answer you got? Somewhere around, yes, 3,842.192. 3,842.192. This answer is in what? Answer is in millions. So any uttara million වලින් නා? Millions. So the total income during the first 8 years should be this much of millions. 3,842.192 millions. Right. And third one. The total income that can be expected in an infinitely longer period of time. The total income that can be expected in an infinitely longer period of time. මේක අනන්තය දක්වා ගියොතින් මේ pattern එක අනන්තය දක්වා ගියොතින් අයිවලට මෙතනින් එහාට පේන්නේ නැහැ. අනන්තය දක්වා ගියොතින් සම්පූර්ණ income එකේ එකතුව කීයක්ද කියලා අහනවා. The total income that can be expected in an infinitely longer period of time. Infinitely longer period of time. What should be that? What should be the answer? What? What is the formula we know? මොනවද කරන්නත් මෙන්න මෙච්චරයි අපි ගාව තියෙන්නේ. මෙච්චරයි අපි දාන්නේ. This is what we know. A, that is 1 minus R. 1 minus R. If I simplify the numerator further, if I remove these brackets, how it should be? A into 1, that is A into minus R to the power N, that is what? Minus A into R to the power N over 1 minus R. Hope this is clear. මම මෙතන මේ උඩ numerator එකේ bracket sign කරගත්තා. A into 1, that is A into minus R to the power N, that is A minus AR to the power N. යට එක්කෙනා එහෙම. Right. කවුද මේ අනන්තය වෙනකන් යන්නේ? කවුද අනන්තය වෙනකන් යන්නේ? A ද R ද N ද? ඔය තුන් දෙනාගේ ප්‍රශ්නේ තියෙන්නේ. But yes, N. N goes till the infinity. N වල value එක එන්නම ලොකු වුණොත් එන්නම විශාල වුණොත් if the value of N becomes larger, what will happen here? R to the power N. Now what we have as the R value, that is 0.88, right? I will have it here. 0.88 to the power 1. What should be the value? That is 0.88. 0.88 to the power 2. Now what is the answer? 0.88 squared. What is the value? That is 0.7744. If it is 0.88 to the power 5, mame podda n value එක වැඩි කර කර යන්නේ. Hope you can understand, right? Earlier it was 1, then it was 2. Now if it was 5, what should be the value? To the power 5. That is 0.527 something. If it is 0.88 to the power 10, what should be the value? To the power 10. Then the answer becomes 0.278 something. If it is 0.88 to the power 100, 1, 2, 5, 10, 100. If it was 100, what should be the value? එතකොට කියමු දෙන්න. අමුතු විදිහකට එනව නේද? පැත්තකින් දිරන නේද -06 කියලා. It means there should be 6 zeros. 0.000028. So what happens? So once we keep on increasing this value, increasing this n value, what will happen? Our value is going upward or downward. n answer එක වැඩි වෙනවද මේ අඩු වෙනවද? Is it increasing or decreasing? The answer we get, yes, that is getting closer and closer and closer to what value? 0, right? So if it goes like infinity, then it will get closer to our answer, right? Infinity does not equal to 0. If our n value goes till infinity, if our power value goes till infinity, the answer will be more closer to 0. answer එක අපි මොකක් වෙනවද 0 වලට සමාන වෙනවා. එතකොට මෙන්න මේ part එකේ value එක කීයට සමාන වෙනවද? කීයට ආසන්න වෙනවද? It is getting closer to 0. So 0 into any number, that is what? That is 0, right? 0 into any number, that is 0. එතකොට මෙතන value එක 0. කවුද ඉතුරු වෙන්නේ? A විතරයි. A over what? 1 minus R. So here, what is the value of A? The value of A is 720. What is the value of R? That is 0.88. Then what should be the value for part 3? 720 over what? The value should be 6,000, right? 6,000 million. ඔය pattern එක අනන්තය දක්වා ගියත් එයාට එකතු වෙන total income එක කීයද? That is 6,000 million. Nothing more than that. 6,000 million. උපරිමයට යන්නේ. උපරිමයාගේ income එක හැදෙන්නේ 6,000ක් විතරයි. Right? කියන ඔය මිනිස්සයා වර්ණීය වුණා එයාට උපරිම collect වෙන්නේ කීයක් විතරද? 6,000ක් විතරයි. 6,000. Okay. The same formula, and we got to know when the power value is getting bigger and bigger, getting larger and larger, the ultimate value will be more close to 0. So 0 into any number, that will be 0. So this part we can eliminate, we can ignore. Therefore, in the numerator, we will left with only a. So a divided by 1 minus r. Okay. So this is applicable only when the r value is less than 1, right? When the r value is less than 1. If the r value is less than 1, in order to find the sum of, right, sum of values which goes for an infinity, we can use this formula, a over 1 minus r.